Hey everybody, welcome back to Ask Nanny Q. Hello. So I had a few parents ask me questions about getting their baby to sleep in their room full time. I know it's a lot, but parents, after 8 weeks, put that baby in the bed. Why they in your room? No. So the best way to stop co-sleeping, don't start it. But if the child is already in your room, they're over the age of a year, this is going to be a process. It's going to be one of those things that you're going to have to take a lot of dedication, a lot of getting up in the middle of the night to put them back in their bed. And you have to stay consistent. It's worth it, I promise you. What you don't want is a 15-year-old telling you to scoot over when you're in your bed. You get it? Okay. So a few questions I ask my parents. How soon are you trying to get that thing back together? Sleep naked? And how soon are you trying to make sure that you can actually run to the bathroom and pee and come back and get in the bed without, did I wake the baby? Did I wake the baby? Okay. Yeah, those are important questions because you know what? That lets me know how serious you are about getting that baby out the bed. If you hold your pee at night because you don't want to move because the baby laying right there, yeah, we need to get that baby out the bed. If you're uncomfortable because all of a sudden now you have to sleep in clothes because you got a little person in the bed with you, yeah, it's time to get that baby out the bed. If your man is mad because they can't raise that thing up on the side because there's somebody in the bed, it's time to get that baby out the bed. It's time for that baby to be in their room. You know that beautiful room that you had decorated from the baby shower with the baby name over the crib. Oh, it's so cute, but it's never used. It's time to get that baby in the bed. So, a few things that we have to do. One, we have to make sure we start the baby off with taking naps in the room. What you want to do is make sure every time that baby gets ready to lay down, they're in a crib or in their own personal room. You want to make sure that anytime that baby, they're in their room doing it. They're not in your bed. They're not in your room. They're in their room. This is a start. Second, you want to start with letting the baby know, hey, once we get out the tub and we lotion down, we're going to read a book in your bed. Start reading books in their room. That way they get used to being in their room and not just going in their room when it's playtime. So something else we're going to make sure that we do. We're going to make sure that every time that little person gets up, we put them back in their room. I know, it's going to be a lot. It's going to take some time, but I promise you, it's going to be worth it. What you want to make sure that you're doing, anytime that person gets up in the middle of the night, Mama, Mama, you want to direct them back into their room where you go in there, make sure they get back in the bed, and you come back out by yourself. Now, I know a lot of parents going to be saying, it's easier said than done. Oh, believe me, I know. This is why I tell my parents, you have to be consistent. Every time they open your door, you putting them right back in their room. Now, if your child is 5 or 6, lock the door. Yeah, unless the house is burning down. Believe me, I have parents that be like, that's so mean. No, it's not. Because that child knows they're just used to sleeping in a room with you. They just don't want to sleep by themselves. Unless it's a health issue or something else is going on, that child can sleep in a room by themselves. We have to put our foot down and say, go ahead and get in the bed, baby. It's okay. And even when my baby's saying, it's a monster in my womb, Miku, listen to my podcast and I tell you about my monster spray to help to get that baby out of your bed, okay? All right? So what are we doing? Every time that baby touches our door, we putting them back in their room. And if you have a small baby over the age of 6 months and they weigh more than 15 pounds and they're crying in the middle of the night for that 1 ounce of milk, everybody always fuss and fight with me when I say, let that baby soothe it out. It's okay. A self-soothing baby is okay. Crying is not going to hurt their baby. I promise you it's not. Babies have to get that energy out. So allow them to cry it out a little bit. Now, it takes a little time when they're small and you're trying to get them out your bed. So when a baby cries, you want to go in there and not pick them up, but soothe them in their bed. Now, they're probably going to stand up on the edge of the bed, wanting you to pick them up, and you constantly lay them back down. No, we're not getting out. We're not getting out. And if they don't want to lay down, you walk out the room completely and you let them soothe it back out their self. And then you come back in 10 minutes and you try to lay them again. So every 10 minutes, you let them cry for 10. You walk in the room for 2 minutes. You try to lay them back down and you walk right back out their room. You're doing this back and forth. We're not picking a baby up out the crib, though. After a while, you'll walk back into a sleeping baby. Now, if you are nervous about your baby sleeping in a room by themselves, get a camera. They have cameras that can tell you how many times they fart, they burp, they roll over, they laugh, and they sleep. You don't believe me? Check my Amazon storefront. They have them. But we're going to get it going. And if you guys have any more questions, please make sure to hit up Ask Nanny Q. Thank you.